Hi guys! So I know long time no see, but I have been very busy. So last weekend I had a family gathering, and then today I have prom, hence why my hair is in plaits, because I can't be bothered to do anything fancy with it, so I'm just going to plait it and then take it out a few hours beforehand and it'll be all wavy. Anyway, back to the video. Today I thought I would do something a little more personal, I guess, just so you guys get to know me more. Basically, until the age of 15, 16 I always loved writing a diary, and I didn't know how many I had. But it turns out I have, 1 minute, I'm just counting them, 9, which are just the readable ones. But because there's so many, I thought I would make a little mini-series. Yes, I know I've tried to make mini-series before and they haven't actually turned into mini-series. Yay! But this time it will be a mini-series. It will be a mini-series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So today, I'd like to take you on a little adventure which I call the early years. And these entries span through the years of 2005 to about 2007. So let's jump right in and do this. I found 2 entries from this, and I'm pretty sure this is the first ever diary I attempted to write. Let's just set the scene a little bit. I'm 9 years old, and it's the summer before I started middle school. That may sound weird to some British people because most British people don't have middle school. But where I grew up, we had first school, middle school, high school. So middle school was year 5 to year 8, or if you're American, 6th grade to 9th grade, I think. Dear Diary, today I got up and watched TV. Then had lunch. Then I went to the David Lloyd Club, had crisps, then played tennis. Then I made cakes. Oh, that reminds me, the chocolate buttons must come out of the fridge. Okay, so apparently I made chocolate buttons and then forgot they were in the fridge. Okay, I'm back. They weren't ready. Anyway, then we had the cakes. Then I watched TV for 4 hours. I know, I'm an addict. I'm trying not to watch too much, but it's not working, nor is trying to stop biting my nails. Okay, it's like 9 o'clock now. I have to get used to going to bed early. It's nearly the end of the holiday. Yes! I'm so bored waiting for the chocolate buttons to be ready. Okay. I'm listening to music. Wow, I have written that much already? Anyway, I think the choco buttons are nearly ready now. BRB! Apparently I went to go check the chocolate buttons again. That's twice in one diary entry. You think I'd learn to be more committed? I'm back. Nope, still not ready. This is the most I've ever written in a diary, and it's not my neatest writing either. I'm trying to keep this diary going on for really long. Maybe for 2 whole pages. So that's the first diary entry, and what we learnt from this is that I didn't understand punctuation yet. I was addicted to TV, and I thought that a diary was basically just writing whatever comes into your head at the time. This is basically a stream of consciousness of a 9-year-old girl. A bit of insight into my life. And the next diary entry is on the next page, and I've quit writing in pen and started writing in coloured pencil, because that obviously is much more exciting. Dear Diary, I've been at school for 3 days. Wow, let me just point out that I've been at school for 3 days and I'm still spelling school with a K. Unless that's me trying to be cool. I don't know, was I dyslexic? Or was I trying to be a gangster? Who knows? So for this next diary entry, I start mentioning some of my friends. In order to protect their privacy, instead of saying their names, I'm going to say objects instead. It's okay-ish. I suppose my friend Ukulele isn't too fond of Miss Bhattacharjee, because she's cheeky, so she gets told off a lot. My ICT partner is Coat Hanger. He's cool, I suppose. Okay, I'm saying I suppose too much now. I suppose. Ha ha ha. Oh, and then I laugh at myself. That's even worse. By the way, here's a map of my table. How exciting! Here I am blabbing on for ages when you don't even know anything about me. And I've made a sort of fact file of myself here. My school. And again, I've written it with a K. My school. GCMS, Gosforth Central are the best, will kick your ass in every game. Go Central! That was what we used to sing to all the other schools, because we thought we were cool. And I still remember that chant. 9 years later. Old school. Archbishop Runcie First School. I'm trying to make myself sound really cool, when really my first school was the cutest little thing. It was like 10 kids in each year and we all prayed at lunchtime and it was all sweet and bright and colourful. And then in here I'm trying to make myself sound all gangster and it's not really working, is it? Things I like doing. Reading, writing, watching TV, computering, that sort of stuff. Things I don't like, with loads of lines underneath the don't. Being bored, not being allowed to do things I don't like. Being teased. Aww. Bestest friend. I'll tell you her first name, and that's Sarah. So Sarah, if you're watching this, you were my bestest friend when we were 9, which is true. We were bestest friends for life, and we still are. So those are the 2 diary entries that I found from 2005. Now we're going to move on to something a little bit later. Okay, so this next diary was written in the summer of 2007, which is the first time I ever had a proper move to another city. So as you can see, I'm going through my multicoloured gel pen phase. At the top of the page, I've written Essex girl, yeah right, because Essex was where I was moving to, and I was not happy about moving to Essex. 28th of July, 2007. I've got today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. Then, sob, I'm moving. 5 exclamation points just to get my point across there. To Colchester. What sort of a place is that? Colchester? You can tell already that I was really not happy about this. Why me? It could have been anyone, but they chose me. This is seriously getting a bit too dramatic. I was 11. It was not the end of the world. I found out on March 27th. Yeah, that's a long time to get used to it. Also, that's 2 days after my birthday. What were they thinking? I then go on to say some things with some swearing. Sorry, parents, I was 11 and I was swearing. At least I starred it all out. So, just to skip that bit. And worst of all, in Colchester, they're normal. Normal. No craziness, no weirdness, no humour. This is going to be suckish. That's my mind of an 11-year-old. Very angry. Very angry. Terribly sorry, parents, if I was being horrible during this moment in time. I was not accepting any comfort from anybody. I was a very stubborn child, I've learnt. I mean, I knew that I was weird, but I didn't know how stubborn I was. I was stubborn, dramatic, and very upset about moving to Colchester. Which is weird because I then moved to Colchester and made some of the best friends I could have ever made. So never be upset about new opportunities. If you're going to move to the other side of the country, do it with class and not that. Okay, so I think that's the end of this episode, since the next diary I found is of me from Colchester. So that's like a completely different era of Rosie. I hope you enjoyed this episode of whatever I've decided to call this, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye!